These here are the Italian brain rots, and one of the most famous ones for sure is Tum Tum Sahur, and obviously one of my favorite YouTubers recreated Tum Tum Sahur in real life. So what I'm going to do is recreate this video here today in Minecraft.
And this is going to be the sad story of Tum Tum Sahur and Ballerina Capitina.
Starting with a house, where Tum Tum Sahur rings the doorbell. I built this house that will be used for the scene, and the house turned out perfect. I even built the outside part of it, which isn't even going to appear in the scene. Inside here, everything turned out really cute, look. But for now, it's just building the set. I created a table and divided it into 3 parts, which is everything we're going to use in this video. And now we go to part number 2, which is the characters. The second step is for us to make all the characters that appear in the video. In this case, Tum Tum Sahur, Ballerina Capitina, the owner of this house. And right at the end, some policemen are going to appear, in this case, La Polizia. A month ago, I posted a video recreating the Italian brain rots. So I already made Tum Tum Sahur and Ballerina Capitina. So the first 2 characters are already ready, only the owner of the house and the police are missing in the case of the house owner. I will replace it with my skin, and the police skin, I just downloaded any. And okay, one more step done, and now we just need to do the scenes. Let's start life here and separate the camera in the first scene, which will be here at the door with Tum Tum Sahur ringing the bell. This Tum Tum Sahur, he can be a little smaller, and then here later, there will be a door. I'm also going to add my skin here because it's going to be the one who answers the door. I'm going to select the Tum Tum Sahur character here and get closer. He's going to get here and say, like, Ding Dong Winston to open the door. What happens right after this in the scene is that Tum Tum Sahur is looking for Ballerina Capitina, who he thinks is inside Winston's house. Then I select my character. Come here and record answering the door. Since Ballerina Capitina will actually be in here, I'm going to make an animation of my character hiding here behind the door, like this, raising his arms and looking over there. Tum Tum Sahur is gonna be right there. Look, he's gonna be like hiding scared. Because Ballerina Capitina is really hiding inside. This first scene turned out like this. He rings the doorbell and is hiding. The next scene will be here inside the living room area, where Tum Tum Sahur will be asking questions to find out where Ballerina Capitina is hiding. Winston, he'll be trying to lie, saying he doesn't know. But Tum Tum Sahur has a video on his phone showing. Well, I'll press the record button here. The camera is still outside, but I'll do the following. I'll already stay positioned here, and I'll be here in front of the sofa. Meanwhile, Tum Tum Sahur will be walking here in front and talking to me. I think enough time has passed to stop recording. Select Tum Sahur. I'm him, obviously in the scene. He will be smaller. Here he is really big. Because he's too big, and I'll already move over here. Look, move over here. Move over here. Like he's a guard. Okay, stop the recording, and here I have a cell phone 3D model. And I'll use this phone here, which will be the phone that Tum Tum Sahur will give in hand. I'll have Tum Tum Sahur here with the phone in hand. I'll grab here. I'll put the phone in his hand. I'll grab here. Look, I'll place it right here in his hand. And now just make an animation of Tum Tum Sahur showing the video. Here, look, he'll be saying,
"Oh, Ballerina Capitina's mine. You're stealing her from me."
He grabs the phone, turns it here, and shows it to Winston, who in this case will be my character sitting here on the couch, like this here. And then I spent more time creating an animation. And the second part of the scene turned out like this. Look, I'm here with my arms behind, like I animated, and Tum Tum Sahur going back and forth. And then he shows the phone saying that Ballerina Capitina is his. After Tum Tum Sahur shows Ballerina Capitina on the phone, they spend more time arguing. And then finally the ballerina appears. And then I made more animations of them arguing until it finally reached the scene of the ballerina. And now that I made another animation of them fighting, we can finally go to the part of Ballerina Capitina. So we're gonna come here and create a scene showing the ballerina. She's gonna be hidden back here, yes, because she's really hiding in Winston's house. She's gonna be like back here. We can select her. And while they are there fighting, I'll press record here and she will appear. She'll stay still here and will appear for a short time. Why will she appear for a short time? Because right after she comes there, since Tum Tum Sahur already discovered she was hiding, he will get a bit furious. We'll get close, and I'll make an animation of him throwing his bat here, look, which is this one, at her. Since she's a cup and made of glass, in this case porcelain, it will break and water will fly everywhere. So, okay, we'll throw the bat here. Look, it will go like through here. I think it can disappear into the wall, no problem. And when he throws it, we create another animation point here. Look, and just make her disappear. Like, as if she had broken. It will be like this. Look, the animation will be like this here. Look, the bat is there. I think it can go a little higher. Like this. Look, it hit her and she disappears. See? It's a simple animation. The glass breaks and starts pouring water everywhere. Well, and to do that, I can just record a scene throwing water there. But the water is blue. Nothing to do with a cappuccino coffee in this case. But if I come here, look, I have waters of other colors. In this case, I have brown water. Let me remove the normal one. There, look, done. And this here is really like coffee water. So I'll stay here recording all the scenes that have passed now. And when it gets to the exact moment of the ballerina breaking the cup, I release the water. Okay, exactly now. She appears, and when he throws the bat, I put the water. And look, okay, we're almost at the end. Soon, you'll be able to see the result. Just one little thing left. Look, up here there's a broken ceiling. There's a Dolly Bernardi meme that got really famous, which is that meme of La Polizia in the La Polizia, you know? So I think Winston, the owner of the Horror Skunx channel, put this as if it were a meme indeed, since they are memes of Italian brain rots. Right after Tum Tum Sahur throws the bat and breaks the cup, La Polizia appears. Which in this case is the police, right? To arrest him. And then yes, he gets arrested for breaking the Cappuccina cup, which makes total sense. So let's go. Remember that in the beginning I said we would need some police skins from here? Look, up here where this hole is where the cop will fall from. I'll just do this here, look. When I fall, actually, I'll record again. I'll already start recording up here, look, like this. Then when I fall, Tum Tum Sahur will be here in front. I'll already arrest him. And Tum Tum Sahur will be here when the cop shows up. And obviously smaller, like I already said. Then the cop will point the gun at him, and at me who's sitting. I'll put an animation here of Tum Tum Sahur. He will be here when the cop appears. Look, obviously smaller, right, as I already said. Moving his head like this. Look, no. Looking side to side like this. No, La Polizia, no. Horror Skunx literally brought this meme to real life. Dude, that's amazing, man. And well, it's almost ready. The only thing missing is placing some blocks up here. To do that, I need to record morphed into a block. Look, see? Now I'm a block. And now I can come here and position each of these blocks. It will take a little work, but it can be done right. Look, I position it here, like this. And then I will position all the necessary blocks here, so they fall when La Polizia falls here from the ceiling. And now, yes, we can come here and mark scene number 3 as complete 2, and stay down there with the result of how Tum Tum Sahur turned out in real life inside Minecraft.
Ding dong, Winston. I know she's in here. Hello, hello.
Sahur, you've got the wrong person.
No. Winston, what happened to Ballerina Cappuccina?
No, Ballerina Cappuccina? I don't know her.
Tell me. Oh, no. Winston. Ballerina Cappuccina mine.
I've got a child. I have a family.
What's taking you so long?
Uh-oh. Cappuccina found. No. Uh-oh. Cappuccino Chitterino. No.
Winston, I want you in my bed.
No. Chitterino.
Downstairs. It's not the... What the hell? I'm calling the police.
No. La polizia, no.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Oh, no. La
She never loved you. That's why she chose for me. She never loved you.
No. Cappuccina and me forever.
And if you watch the video until here, comment this word that's appearing here on the side, because I'll give a little heart on your comment to know who is truly faithful. Bye!